Hello there everyone, I've finally decided to upload my first YouTube video. Thanks to Mr. RamiWooWoo. You'll find a link to his channel in the description below for getting me to do this. We're going to be playing the Lord of the Rings adventure card game on PC. I've played the board game and I believe this is mechanically a bit different. So we're just going to dive on in and see how we get on. Okay, so we've got the start screen here. I've got all the options set up how I want them. So, cards and decks, game select, and customizations. We'll just have a look in customizations. Oh, most of this is all locked at the moment, so we won't worry about any of that. I've got different game modes. We'll have a look into that a bit later. And a card back, so nothing really super important there. So I guess we'll go to game select. We'll go for a single player game. We've got tutorials, adventures, campaigns and encounters. So for this I think we'll do the tutorials and we'll learn the ropes of the game. So I suppose the best thing to do would be to do the tutorial campaign. Oh, this is 3 linked scenarios by the looks of it, which will make up the tutorial campaign. So we'll dive in. Core concepts. In this tutorial quest, you'll learn fundamental concepts that help you play this game. Note, you cannot save during the tutorial. So difficulty, we'll have it on standard I suppose. Quest rewards, we won't find out because it's locked at the moment. So we'll just start then, I guess.
Impatient to greet his old friend Glóin, who was expected on the Old Forest Road, Bilbo left Bjorn's Hall to wander the approaches of Mirkwood. After raiding a bee's hive for an after-dinner snack, he continued onward, eyes scanning the path ahead for the face of his old friend. Bilbo was so eager to see Glóin that he lost track of time, and soon the light began to dim. With the setting sun, the sounds of the Wilderlands came alive, with the clicks, calls and squawks of creatures more attuned to nocturnal activity. Too late, Bilbo noticed the impending shroud of darkness.
"Oh, my stars!"
He exclaimed.
"I seem to have gotten all turned around!"
Suddenly there was a snapping sound from the trees nearest Bilbo. He froze, staring at the tree nervously. But a soothing voice spoke softly from behind Bilbo.
"Greetings, friend of the elves."
Much to Bilbo's relief, it was Arwen of Rivendell, accompanied by a tall woodland elf.
I am Legolas, son of Thranduil, whom you know well.
Well, it's not Orlando Bloom, is it? I'm glad it has got voice acting for these bits to save me from reading them out.
"I will gladly accept assistance from the elves."
It is fortunate that we found you, elf friend.
Neither the folk of Rivendell nor of Thranduil's Hall shall fail you.
So it looks a bit like Hearthstone, I suppose, in the layout. Your 3 heroes are essential to your quest. Do your best to protect them. If they're all removed from the game, your quest fails. So, yep, we can understand that. You start every quest with 5 cards. To examine a card in your hand, simply click on it. Each card has its own abilities, but for now, the important thing is the cost. Each round you gain 3 resources. This is a bit like the board game version. That you spend to play cards. Any resources that you don't spend carry over to each round. It's easy to skip play impressive cards, but you'll need to save up to play more expensive ones.
My old friend Glowin awaits me on the Old Forest Road. Will you kindly assist me in finding the trail?
You have certainly gotten yourself lost, little friend.
Hold fast. I fear we are not alone.
You must find the path to continue your journey. The goal will advise you on what you must complete to advance your story. When you complete necessary tasks, the goal will update automatically. You can select the location banner at any time to check your current goal. Objectives are an important part of many locations. When they appear, resolve them by using your character to apply progress and advance your quest.
We must find a path past these creatures.
So your quest begins. Upkeep, so I'm assuming this is where we get our tokens. The game is played in rounds. Each round has several phases, which players start with upkeep. Any card with the upkeep keyword performs its ability during this phase. An upkeep ability will always trigger if the conditions are met. Some abilities trigger automatically, others require you to choose a target. A glow surrounding each eligible target. You can do something to left click to choose a target, or right click to examine cards available target cards before choosing one. Ranged upkeep, deal 1 damage. So Legolas can deal 1 damage to either the hatchling spider, I'm assuming.
Creatures.
Upkeep ability did not trigger because none of your characters are wounded.
I have some healing arts, should there be need.
So Arwen can heal in the upkeep by the looks of it, and Legolas deals damage. At the start of every round, you and Sauron each gain resources that are spent to play cards.
We must weigh our options carefully.
After upkeep is the action phase. As the name suggests, this is where the bulk of the gameplay occurs. Most cards and effects only happen during this phase, always be sure to read your cards carefully. During the action phase, you can take a single action per turn. You may either act with a character to play a card, or play a card. After you perform an action, Sauron takes his turn to perform an action in response. You and Sauron continue to take turns until you both are out of actions, or choose to pass. At this point, the round ends. The end phase button ends your turn for the round. Once you left click the button, you cannot perform any more actions until the next round. The current round ends if Sauron passes also. If not, he will finish his actions first. One more thing, besides your two heroes, your heroes 2 card types are available to you on this quest. Events which affect your characters or your enemies, and allies who aid you in your journey.
We have friends in this forest.
Let's start with allies. To play an ally from your hand, move left click to play an ally from your hand and move it onto the board. So I'm guessing we're being told to play this lookout card.
Passes unnoticed.
An ally is not as powerful as a hero, but can be of great use on your quest sometimes. No, none nevertheless. Ystalladin Lookout is a good ally with decent ability scores, though no special text. You can have up to 7 characters in play at any time. Sauron can have up to 8. Sauron can play cards too. Playing a card counts as his action for the turn, just like you. Sauron can play a special kind of objective called a hazard. Each one triggers a negative effect until you resolve it or leave that location. Normally an ally is ready when they enter play. This means you can use them to take an action on your turn, but while Thick Webs is active, it exhausts every new ally that enters play. They can't take an action until they ready next round.
Just like old times.
Now it's your turn. Characters, choose what you'd like to do. Attack an enemy, engage either the hazard or the objective, or play a card from your hand. So I'm not sure, I'm guessing the 2 is damage or resolve and stuff. I guess we'll see. Oh, actually we're being told to use this Westfold Outrider. Guess we're summoning him.
To the defense of the many.
Arrival. Deal 2 damage to 1 unwounded enemy. So the spider's already wounded, so we'll have to do damage to that one. A card with arrival keyword triggers. Yeah, we just realised that it triggers when it enters play. Rats has a end of round bad effect. This means that if this enemy is wounded but not defeated, by the time you end Sauron, you and Sauron both passed, it will restore 1 health. So that's something we need to take out quickly.
This forest is alive with vermin.
So our turn, I guess we'll get him to deal the bat. Get Bilbo to deal.
Lazy lob!
I guess we
The
want
red sun rises.
to take out this web thing as well. Get Arwen to.
For Rivendell!
When the round ends, every end card effect in play will resolve. Any temporary effects for that round will expire as well.
Let us pause and consider our next step.
If a card has an ability that explicitly states this round, that effect expires at the end of the round in which it's played. When your characters are wounded, you can use Arwen's upkeep ability to restore 1 health to a character of your choice. A glow surrounds the eligible target, so it'll be Arwen
I shall
herself.
tend to the wounded.
Choose 1 target for Legolas to damage, we'll take out them. During upkeep each round you gain resources and draw cards. Sauron draws up to 5 cards every round, but he can only play them if he has enough resources to spend. You must find the path to continue your journey. I guess we'll start off by taking out that spider. Although they've just sent in another spider to replace it, because of course they have.
Lazy lob!
For Rivendell!
Okay, so I see the blue one is damage. The one at the bottom is how much it affects these gate quests things, and the red's the health.
You would die before your stroke fell.
So that didn't do us much good. Now we haven't got anyone else, but we can... Who have we got? This scout, revenge, exhaust random enemy. Well, we'll bring that out.
The hidden arrow strikes true.
Defeat and discard are different. If a unit with revenge is discarded instead of being defeated, the revenge effect does not trigger. So Sauron looks like he's out of cards to play. So we've got Arwen to heal herself. And we'll get Legolas to attack the spider. I guess we'll get Arwen.
Rivendell!
Each quest involves travelling to multiple locations. When you travel, beware every enemy that isn't exhausted at your current location will attack, and any end effects will trigger.
The old forest road is no longer safe. I must warn Glowin.
You've completed the goal of the location and may proceed to the next one. Oh, we lost our scout person there. So the spider's exhausted and won't attack. So we'll travel.
I sense something strange has befallen Mirkwood.
Legolas observed as silence descended upon the forest. Arwen agreed, adding,
Let us continue along the path, but remain vigilant should these creatures return.
Bilbo sensed something as well. An increasing feeling of being watched, of an unknown observer lurking nearby.
I feel the eyes of the forest on me.
He whispered. Arwen and Legolas glanced at each other in worry, for they had sensed this for some time now. Alas, before they could do anything about it, more spiders dropped from hidden webs above to attack.
Oh, Benji wouldn't like that.
More of the foul beasts descend.
Beware that creature. I mark it to be greater than its brethren.
Most of the enemies you face are minions, but sometimes Sauron will send special foes against you called villains. They are more powerful than minions, and defeating them is often critical to the success of your quest. So they're bosses basically. In this case you must defeat the Dark Weaver. It won't be easy, since this villain will exhaust one of your allies each round, and remember, you can't take any action with an exhausted character. Final encounter, defeat the Dark Weaver to complete your quest. Get Arwen to heal herself. Guess we'll get Legolas to attack the Dark Weaver. So we've got 6 upkeep tokens. Let's see what we've got. Shield wall. Shield to every... and 2 damage to every enemy. This round. So that could be good. Woodland Outrider deals 2 damage when he arrives. I think we'll take him.
We come riding.
We'll do that too. So we can't target the Weaver. We've got to take these guys out first of all. Lambus restores health to someone. That one seems just to be like clearing locations, because on arrival he does 2 progress. And this one's a healer. On arrival, restore 2 health to a character, so that might be good if we need it. I think we'll cast the Spear Wall. Spear Wall is a powerful card, but its effects last only until the round ends. Okay, so we'll get... oh, we can attack these. Get Bilbo to take that one out.
You would die before your stroke fell.
Should be able to down it. Arwen should be able to finish it off. Or not. I will play the Lombus and heal Arwen. And that will have to end our phase there. They've brought a lot of spiders in. Probably should have healed the guy to the right of her, but never mind. Bear in mind that you only need to defeat the Dark Weaver. You may deal with the other enemies as you see fit, or even ignore them, which is what we're going for at the moment.
You would die before your stroke fell.
There we go. Did we not deal with the Dark Weaver? Oh balls, we've been attacked. No wonder we've been attacking the wrong dude.
We have vanquished the beasts. Come, my friends. I see
That was
the path
lucky, we
ahead.
almost messed up there. So completed the quest.
For days, a strange pull had drawn the creature towards the forest's edge. Desire drove it on. The creature missed the cool air and precious darkness under stone. Yet for years it had roamed the wilderland, faithfully searching, hunting, craving. A nearby noise attracted its attention, and the creature slid through the branches to investigate. As it peered out of the trees onto a small trail, its ancient heart began to beat rapidly. For there it stood, the thief, the forever cursed. Finally, Baggins.
That's Gollum then, by the sounds. Well, we can see it's Gollum there, can't we, on the picture? It's a stupid thing for me to say. So, quest complete. Got new battle decks by the looks of it. New cards, I suppose. Seacrest. So yeah, we've got 3 new decks. Oh, I think that's Leadership Tactics and Spirit decks. If I remember from the board game version. So we've done that one. We'll call it there now, and I'll be back with another video probably in a day or so, and we'll try and crash through these last 2 tutorials quests. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed what I've done, then please like, follow, subscribe, all that nonsense, and I will see you all again soon. Take it easy. Bye.